guys, what is up? This is Orfleck from Sir Gaming, and today I've got a super special episode for you. If you notice my trophy count, I have finally made it up to Arena 9, Legendary Arena, on my free-to-play main account. But we're going to change that just a little bit today. Now, I want to apologize in advance. My screen recorder wasn't quite working, and so I've had to record this a couple different times. So this was going to be a lot cooler before I actually already bought it. So anyway, I had this Legendary Arena value pack, got a legendary chest, a bunch of gold and some gems, and I just had to do it because the Inferno Dragon showed up in the shop. And so I bought that so that I could use the gold to buy the dragon and then get 2 legendaries. So let's see what I get out of them, and then we're going to try to make a deck and try them out. And there it is, the legendary that we get out of our super special legendary chest is the Sparky. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you probably know that I don't enjoy the Sparky quite that much, but hey, it might be fun to give it a try. And now that we've got plenty of gold, we're going to head right over here, and we are going to get ourselves an Inferno Dragon. So that's right, we just got 2 new legendaries on this account. Now this account before now hadn't unlocked a single legendary. As you can see, all the other ones down here are not available, unfortunately. But now we do have the Inferno Dragon. Look at those wonderful level 1 stats. Those are also the tournament stats. And the Sparky. Alright, I'm back. Now, I want to apologize in advance. All of my technology hates me today. I've had my tablet crash, my tablet not record, my phone crash, my phone not record. This is probably the 4th time I've tried to record this video, so I do want to apologize. We are going to be watching replays today, but I promise you, I just played these matches just a minute ago, and it worked out pretty good. But unfortunately, replays is all I have. This is the deck I'm using. We got our Inferno Dragon up in there. Sorry, couldn't work the Sparky into it this time. But I have a giant. That's going to be our main push, giant Inferno Dragon. We got our Valkyrie for cleaning up squishy stuff on the ground, and our Fire Spirits for taking out minions and minion hordes. Both of those kind of stuff will shut down the Inferno Dragon. So let's jump right into it with our first replay. Alright, here we are facing Luff Rife. Shout out to you, that is a wonderful name. From the right choice, he's using a pretty heavy deck with a Miner and a Mega Minion, which did cause just a little bit of problems, but I won't spoil it for you. We'll see how this one plays out. We got our Giant started up in the back, working our way forwards. I'm going for the side that he put that Elixir Collector, because if I can make it through, then we can take that down. Now he's got a Wizard coming up, and I made a mistake there. Should not have put my Spear Goblins right there next to it, because as you can see, those just got wiped away by that. Now here's his Mega Minion. I didn't know he had it at this point. Takes out my thing completely. We're in a little bit of trouble right here with all of that coming in, but unfortunately we're just gonna have to soak up that damage, and then we can get started trying to come back. This guy has one of the weirdest decks that I've seen in a while. Both the Giant and a Royal Giant playing in this classic challenge. I don't know what to think of it, honestly. Now, in the end, it did kind of ruin him using both of the Giants because his deck is super expensive. I'm not sure. That looks like a 3.5, maybe a 4.0. I mean, throws that Miner on my pump, uses a Zap there, which probably wasn't the right choice. He should have zapped it a little closer to his tower or something. I don't know. Save the zap for the Inferno Dragon. That's all I can say. So he's got that Giant coming up here. I am going to start my own Giant in the back, because that way I can separate his troops from his Giant and we can melt that one down. Right here, I'm really confused. What is going on here with the Royal Giant? So I dropped that Inferno Dragon, and that does a pretty good job of taking it out. And then the Inferno Dragon is able to tank for that Mega Minion. Now, unfortunately, his Giant's on the other side. It's not looking good for us. We're in a little bit of trouble right here. He's got a lot of troops on the ground, and we simply don't. So here I go, trying to throw together a push real fast. And look at him. He helps me out by dropping that Royal Giant. My troops are able to group up. I'm able to get 2 Knights down. That's 2 so far. We got 2 Valkyries, 2 Knights walking down that lane. Here comes some minions to finish off that little thing there. And then we are going to walk up this lane. Still got 2 Knights, 2 Valkyries, Inferno Dragon. They are going to melt that miner. That miner stood absolutely no chance. And then Inferno Dragon's going to take out the Mega Minion. And now we got 3 Knights. We have 3 Knights on the field right here. He has made the wrong choice and let us build a massive push. Now, I really like using the Knight because the Knight can serve as kind of a mini tank if you can't commit to a Giant or if your Giant goes down. And if you can get 3 of them down just like that, they will walk through towers. All right, next one we're facing Erin from LOL. I assume that Erin is a girl, so I'm going to say she. I don't know, I could be wrong, but she is using kind of an odd deck here. And we're going to start with our Valkyrie in the back right there because I wasn't exactly sure what to do. And she is going to BM. Now, I think live, I actually muted her right there, but I don't know if it mutes her in the replay. I'm not going to play with that. No thanks. So, she's playing super conservatively. We're going to start a push down this left-hand lane with our Giant and Inferno Dragons. And here comes the 3 Musketeers. Now, luckily, our Fire Spirits are going to hop on in there and do a good amount of damage to those 3 Musketeers. And so when they get over here to my side of the bridge, I'm going to be able to drop a Valkyrie right on top of them. Now, was Erin thinking of mirroring the 3 Musketeers? Wait, really? Really? No, it goes with the Zap. Alright, so we got the Zap and the Mini Pekko. We're trying to build up kind of an elixir advantage. Whoa! Mirrored Fire Spirits. There goes a Giant right there. We cannot have that hit our tower. That would have been devastating right there. So we got our Giant coming down the line. He threw a Bomber, which can't hit my Inferno Dragon, so we're going to drop that off to back up that Giant. Right there was a mistake. Should not have dropped that Zap. Because you drop that Zap, you can no longer reset my Inferno Dragon, and it is just going to melt through that tower. Absolutely nothing you could do about that one. Now right here, I'm concentrating on building an advantage. So here I drop a 3 Elixir Knight. It takes out 6 Elixirs worth right there because I really want to get a pump down. And so I know I am ahead right now, so I can safely drop off my pump, especially after he drops off that one. Now what am I going to do? I'm holding Spear Goblins. I remember this perfectly. I wait for my Elixir bar to fill up, and then I drop them to attack his Elixir pump right there. His 3 Musketeers ignore them, and they just start picking away at that Elixir collector, and he has to zap them. That was ultimately bad for him. Right here, I don't know what exactly to do, so I just start dropping everything, and it works out perfectly. Those Fire Spirits were really good at taking out the 3 Musketeers. He's going to try to come down this side again, and we're just going to stop that with a simple Spear Goblins, and we're going to stop that Wizard with a Knight. So both of those were awesome positive Elixir trades, and as you see, I got 2 coming in on the right-hand side, and I drop another Giant. We got to take down that tower, and look at that. Our new Giant is going to walk all the way to that tower, and we are going to walk up there. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds, and those troops melt that tower, and there it is. We were able to get the 3 crown right there at the very end. And now for my last replay, I'm going to watch this one with Matthias Max. Now, I'm going to tell you ahead of time, I lose this one. And it's because I made some pretty hard mistakes. I just wasn't able to counter his Hog Rider, and that poison took out all of my smaller troops. And this is the one where you kind of see how a Musketeer could do really good against the Inferno Dragon. Now right here, he's dropping everything he's got, and I'm just sitting here like a ninny because I have no idea what to do, so I drop everything into his poison exactly how he wanted it, which leaves his Wizard just free to pick away at my tower. Ouch. But what do we have here in our hand? We got both our Inferno Dragon and our Giant, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop them and start a push going up that right-hand lane. Somehow, that cannon doesn't pull over the Inferno Dragon. The Inferno Dragon goes right to that Ice Wizard and starts sucking it down. That Ice Wizard's going to go down, leaving the Inferno Dragon perfectly fine. The Inferno Dragon is going to melt through half of that tower, but unfortunately the Musketeer did pretty good at taking it down. Now right there I put my elixir collectors together, which probably was the wrong thing to do, because in just a minute he's going to fireball them. So don't play like me. He should have put one in front of my King Tower. That was a big mistake on my part and gave him something great. Oh, maybe he doesn't do it now. He does it in a little bit when I drop another one. I think at this point, though, I didn't know that he had his fireball, so in my defense, I didn't know. Now right here, I'm going to do the exact same push again, but this time, his Ice Wizard is too far back. That Inferno Dragon's just going to drain that tower and then take out the Ice Wizard. Right there, things are looking pretty bad for him, so what am I going to do? I'm going to push for the 3 crown, of course, because if you saw my last 2 videos, this deck is awesome at getting 3 crowns. But unfortunately, that Musketeer is going to take me down, and then what am I going to do right here? I'm going to counter that Musketeer all by itself, get fireballed pretty hard, and then I'm going to try to cycle back around and get to my giant Inferno Dragon and drop that off again. Now, I wasted so much elixir taking out that cannon. It was a bad idea, so I start my giant push up here in the back. He's got a hog coming in, and I got nothing, so we're going to drop an elixir collector. Bad placement. Only one tower could hit it, and that poison is going to do work. He's going to take that tower. There's nothing I could do about it at this point, so I'm going to drop my Inferno Dragon too far to target that hog and just leave it alone. Here comes my giant going up the way, and I got Inferno Dragon, everything. Unfortunately, it gets in front of my giant, and that ended up being the downfall. If that Inferno Dragon would have stayed behind my giant, I probably could have killed both of those troops. And what am I doing here? Just ignoring that hog on the left-hand side, trying to get to that tower, but that Ice Wizard Musketeer combo just melts through the Inferno Dragon. That was also bad elixir pump placement because I knew what he was coming with next. It was going to be a hog. I knew that. And so I should have put that to help defend that tower. Now, the giant was probably the right choice. The giant helped protect the tower from the other stuff. But, of course, I drop everything into his poison. And so what does he get? He gets a free ride. Now, we're coming up this left-hand side because I have to get to that tower. I have like 2 seconds, and oh no, he's going to drop that Musketeer, and there is nothing I can do about that one. So we did lose this one, but it was a pretty close one. If I wouldn't have made those mistakes, I think that we could have pulled it out. So that's all there is for today. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it, and if you have a comment, leave it on down below. Let me know how this deck works for you. If you use it, let me know if you like the Inferno Dragon, anything that you would change or buff or nerf or something like that. If you have a better deck for it, let me know what that is down in the below, and maybe I'll try that one out in a future video. Like always, this is Orfleck from Sir Gaming, signing out.